But speaking of this car, it's a 1993 Plymouth Sundance.
Death Trap.
Well,
I think the model was called Death Trap. It was either a Sundance or a Death Trap, and they went with Sundance.
What are the great picture cars of our time? We've got the General Lee. It's a 69 Dodge Charger.
When is this happening? Does people know? Did you say this already?
No.
Oh, you didn't tell people.
We got I believe in the 70s, there was a Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit. There was an 82 Trans Am Kit on the show Knight Rider. Some of the great picture cars of our time that we remember.
Yeah.
On Monday, May 8th, Young and the Restless is unveiling a new picture car. It's a 1993 blue Plymouth Sundance. We've been introduced to a new resident of Genoa City. Her name is Tessa Porter. She's played by a beautiful young actress named Kate Fairbanks. I can't wait to meet Kate Fairbanks out in the world and say, do you remember when you were introduced on Y&R?
In my whip.
In my whip that you worked in. So I dropped the car off on the lot. She's a picture car. We signed a contract. There were some stipulations put into place.
I bet.
Monday, May 8th.
Never would there be a better time to retire this thing.
To
give it to a museum or something.
All I wanted to do, I got it on TV. It has its own SAG card. Maybe now it is time to say,
just put it up on a website and be like available for.
Yeah, got it in June of 2005. She's now available for all shoots, bar mitzvahs. On Monday, May 8th, we are going to now. We were introduced to Tessa Porter on March 24th. I watched her premiere episode. Me and my mom.
Where is she from?
We don't know. She's a mystery.
Character?
She just shows up in Genoa City. She's strumming a guitar. She's singing a beautiful song, and she says, "A song is a mood. A song is a mood."
It's true.
Thank you, Miss Fairbanks, actress. We don't really know much about her right now. I only watched the first episode, and then my mother has told me, like, "Oh my God, she was on again."
But the car's not been on again.
The car's not been on. It will not be on till it's not premiering until Monday.
But Tessa is on the show.
Tessa has appeared on it.
You just haven't seen her.
I believe
whip
the
yet.
motif is Tessa is homeless and she's living in my car. Her ex-boyfriend Seth's car.
She managed to steal.
She stole from me in Hollywood and drove it to Genoa City, Hollywood, which is CBS, Columbia Broadcasting, Beverly. On Monday, May 8th, I believe we have the scene that she shot with my car.
We know for sure it made the cut.
Well, that's just it.
We don't know.
I got the check.
Okay.
Check cleared.
That check didn't bounce.
Oh, God. The guy giving me the check I'm standing at the car. He's like, they loved it. Because I was like, fuck, I didn't tell him. You can't open the trunk. The window doesn't go down. I didn't mention any of this. And I was like, if she's homeless and living in the car, they're going to want to roll the window down or get in the trunk. Work around. They loved it. They were like, producers loved it. Everyone loves it.
Did you pay more for the car? Or did you get paid?
I paid $2,000 for the car. I made $250. So I'm making the money back.
I thought you spent. It was 2 G's.
I spent 2 G's on it.
That's good.
Well, that's not bad. If I'm $250 here, if I just a few more times, she pays for herself.
Yeah, 10 more. But
so when I picked the car up, they are
I think you got rinsed on that. I think $250 is not enough. I don't think.
Well, listen, because I was like, yeah, she just got finished. She was on Curb Your Enthusiasm last month, trying to what am I going to say to this guy? Like, trying to write the contract, like. I was like, yeah, this is, a few stipulations. The night shoots are double on night shoots on the weekends if she's got to go out to Topanga. So I'm like, fuck, I got to tell the guy all of this shit. And when I picked the car up, he's walking me to it. And he's like, they fucking loved it. Scene went great, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is amazing. He gives me the keys. He's like kind of walking away from me. And he's like, hey, I'm like, what's up? Like, he's kind of yelling out to me. He's like, give it a month or so for the check because we got to process it and just don't call my office or anything and looking for the check. And I'm like, oh, this guy thinks he thinks I live in this car because I was like, no, I'm not as poor as the car makes me look. Trying to yell out to the guy. I'm like, this motherfucker thinks I live in this car and I'm waiting on $250. And I was like, that will make you think about some things. And I drove away. Couldn't roll the window down, but I drove away. Found a fucking straw they left in the, because I keep that baby crystal clean. I was like, what's this fucking used straw up in here? I can't touch that. That's $1,000 right there for refuse being left in her. Yeah, so Monday, May 8th, CBS, Young and the Restless, Tessa Porter. I don't know what happens in the scene.
But she's in the whip.
She's in it, around it, on it.
This is
turned into a White Snake video for all I fucking know. I have no idea. I wasn't there for the shoot. I dropped her off on Wednesday night. I picked her up Thursday morning.
All right.
Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, maybe this is all. Maybe it's time. It's like, okay, it's time to
repurpose her.
Sell her for $10,000. Too Young and the Restless. It's a museum piece. But I mean, it really is like a dream. I mean, hey, come on. We've all been on TV. How many of the great actors have had their cars on TV? Clooney, Gosling, talking to you. Have you had your whip on TV? Oh, you haven't?
It's amazing.
Oh, because I actually have. Yeah, I bought that baby in June 2005. So what's that make her? She'll be 12 years old this summer in June. So
that's wild.
It's wild. So yeah, check your local listings. But right now we've got a Monday. Monday, May 8th. That's gonna be pretty. How's my mom? You think she'll be excited about that? When she's watching her soap and
she must be dying.
When my car rolls in. Oh my God!
That's
yeah,
so crazy.
I really got to find Kate Fairbanks and just see how did you feel about
maybe
her?
Approach her about buying it. Maybe she wants to buy it.
Maybe it's her first big role, and she becomes a huge movie star and wants to have the car in her garage to remember her first job in Hollywood.
I'm telling you.
Holy shit!
Anything to get rid of that.
Kate Fairbanks marries Brad Pitt.
I'll do anything.
Becomes Kate Pitt.
Katie
Pitt and says, "I'll buy your car for $100,000. Me and Brad want to make love in it." I told him it was the first car, my first job.
That's what he saw me on.
He saw it. He fell in love with me in your car. He wants to make love in the back seat. Can it fit? Well, you can't get in the trunk, but you can figure it out.